everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at Astro's track entitled Crazy Sexy Cool. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Chris for the request. I love it when I get to look at Astro, and I know this one's going to be of no difference. We have a dance practice and a music video. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh. Yeah.
서로 반응하는 feeling 순간 이끌려가 crazy sexy cool 아찔함에
It's like a little Peter Pan moment, huh? Whoa, okay. Little Narnia moment too. So cute. I don't know. I find the suits, like the flannelish plaid suits, interesting with the colors underneath it. Beautiful. Nice. The dolphin. Hardcore on that. 달라 달라 달라. That was funny. With this angelic ethereal being at the top. Yeah, wow. Oh, wonderful.
crazy sexy cool 아찔함에 so
was really fun.
Crazy sexy. Ooh.
That was really, really, really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Okay, here's our dance practice. Let's go. I love that little peekaboo bloom. And we picked the flower and we... Yeah. I really like the simplicity of that. With a good old wave. Little smeezy energy for sure. Oh, I enjoyed that. Nice. Ooh. I really love those ripples. That was nice. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Nice. So in general, of course, it's very clean. It's definitely a standard that they've established for themselves through and through. Really like a lot of these speed changes with a little bit of this waving integration too. Makes my heart swoon. I love it. Love me a good wave. And these little interactions where we're throwing or tossing energy and others are responding through their own movement. It's fun. Little party moment. Ooh, ooh, baby. Yeah. At the very end. I don't know if that was like because we're tired or because it was a cringe moment. I don't know which one. I'm gonna assume it's a little bit of both. And of course we have someone is always on the ground, and rightfully so. It's exhausting. But I had a lot of fun watching that. I didn't technically finish watching the video, so I kind of feel like I need to, because I feel like there's something that's going to be happening. They don't just leave this unchecked, so we're going to watch it real quick, just because I don't know why I didn't finish watching it the first time. I just know we do fall on the floor, of course, but I don't know what happens next. Oh no, it's all the different takes. Oh. Oof. ASTRO ASTRO. That's really funny, actually. I'm so glad we got to watch that. Oh, I'm so glad I actually, like, looked at the end of this. It was really fun. Okay, from the top here. All right, in general thoughts, I've already kind of covered a lot of them. It is nice to see them have some sense of joy. This does feel like a, what is it, an older one? You know? So, yeah, compared to some of the other ones I've seen. Okay, 2017 is when this one came out, which is for sure, a lot older than some of their other stuff. And it kind of gives off that energy, like their youthfulness. It does feel that way, which I think is super fun. Anyway, right here, from the top. The setup is nice, of course. This blooming little flower over on the side. Great connection of the wrist to help establish this kind of opening. And then you're going to have somebody else kind of peekaboo their hands through. And I love the subtle look happening right here in the front as well with this opening up with the wrist. But notice what he does is, not my front, but how they just stylize the hands to create this completely different look compared to just something really clean and clear. Just the simple usage of extra fingers to provide depth and makes it feel the difference between leaves and a flower. I love it. He grabs, it's like he takes it and he ends up opening it or like crushing the flower, blowing the dust to us or something along those lines. Definitely something, hey, here's this flower, I'm giving it to you. Now, nice little opening with your first feature. He takes his hand, goes high to low, and I like the pulsing. Taking their hand, establishing it to the outside and allowing the torso to kind of pulse towards that hand. We love it. With the snaps, and I like the body, I like the shifting to the inside, and I like the rock back onto the back foot. I think that's super fun as well. And then a little point to the outside, and then we fold those hands nice and slowly. I don't quite know if we were supposed to go more sporadic, which is what we noticed with some of them on stage, right? Or if we were supposed to keep it the same. I couldn't quite tell you, but that's okay. It's super subtle, nothing crazy. The switch on that with the hand presenting back was nice with the lunge. Then we all go reset, and then we cause this hand to rotate to allow the torso to move over to the other side, which I really like. Different reveal. Fantastic feature transition. That was really well done. I like the hit, and then we do a nice little subtle breath, not really a wave, but we add some breath to the texture of our arms to allow there to be some legato fluidity that makes it feel nice and chill, so we can have this really cool syncopated moment. They go snake to the other side, do a really nice chest accent, then they redo, and then they immediately create more tension, but no staccato or legato, but just a little bit of just connect the dots accents, which I really, really like. And then having your feature still there, really nice transition or choice from him. They take the legs to do a little chug with it to create a nice transition or switch of the feet, and then it feels like there's a sense of just reset, some subtlety. It's like we're growing into our position. I love that. Then we go into our ball change, really nice and crisp. And because we have that snap there, anytime they do a really quick switch of the feet or switch of a position, it feels like it rests very well in the track. And I feel like that can be a reason why, is because of the crispness that we hear with that snap. We love it. Then from here, they have the two levels. I love this part. He brings it. He's looking front. Great projection of his face here. I love the look over. He's not looking at it. He doesn't need to. They're looking on his behalf. Then he looks on this side, so it definitely provides more power because of his look and his direction. Then he takes that hand and he goes, whoo. I really love that. And then he bleeds it through. I really love that energy. And then we take the arm up. And I think we just did like a subtlety with the finger. I'm not quite sure what specifically we were doing there. Maybe playing a note or something in the back. I think that's fine. The little blowing of something there to kind of reinstate our next feature. He comes up. I love the little body roll. A moment there. I love this little head nod. We're here for it. We go back in. Now here, it does feel like we just shoot out into our heels. Da-da-da-da. I think it was really quick. D-D-D-D. But it was so fast that it could just be just a simple... yeah, so some people may think that it's just they shoot out with both our legs and then they come back in, but because it's dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, the music guides us to know, there's a really good chance they went dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, which I really, really like. So I love that choice. Really nice and fullness, like the subtlety of the head to complement there with Rocky right there. I love that. Then he hits it over to one side, inverting the knees to transition the energy from their right side to their left. And then they do a nice little switch to cause this tension pull with the hip. And then we swing that arm around. And of course, we have our feature over on stage left. Really nice, very clean diagonal. Yes, you can see with one of them, he's slightly too far back, so I'd scoot him up just a smidge. But it's nothing crazy. Honestly, I think I only clocked it near the tail end. Well, no, I see him about right there. That'd be my one note with him. Yeah, there's a subtlety there. They branch the arm out, which is nice. And then we have some complementary. They had to transition it. Ooh, that was such a deceptive way to get to another diagonal. So his responsibility is to make sure he's not too far back, but he can scoot up just enough to where they are able to transition without running into the wall. It does feel a bit squished in the back because he's not far up enough, so that'd be my note there. But it's still, the visual is very nice. That was a fantastic transition, very deceptive in the approach, which was cool. And I love the wave. Woo, looking at it, really nice. He has this moment. He lets the wrist expand. They all bring it closer to themselves, and then they have, instead of a basket run, they accent down and then they come right back up. Da 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 da. I like that, with the arms out, down, and then we present it to the side of the face, syncopated onto the syllables. We love it. Then from here, boom, so easy with a little chug. Of course, you have this nice little extra percussion that's in play here, so we're justifying it in our lower body. We love that. Little body roll with a little bit of a trace. We're here for it. Some tension there with the turn. Some chose to go more in the passe. Some chose to keep their feet closer together. So that would be my little note there. The turn, yeah. So some pick up. I think the pick up it is going to make you go around faster and it's going to feel better. Others just kind of turn. It's really up to you. Then it goes boom, so easy. That's nice. And then you have the love you. So part of that is having a little bit of, fluidity happening right here where the wrist is, in order for this to feel like we're traveling it and it doesn't feel like a plank drifting in sea, right? You want it to have some flow to it. And I like that choice. It looks really nice. Then from there, they take it, they travel it low, mid, high, which is really nice. And then they take it up, go sheep. And then they take it and then they bleed it over to a little Mary J. Blige. And then we switch it out. I love that little switch up with the shoulders. We're here for it. And then we have a little subtle transition right here into a little, some are ending up sneezing. Some are just doing, a little isolated rock of some kind. Nothing crazy. Yeah, so just a little, not even a full sneeze, but definitely just the ball change, creating different angles and choices. So it feels a little hybrid on the artist choice, which I think is fun. Then they do a little hop and they take the energy up, and then they pick up both legs to do a little ball change. We're here for it. Really fun. The turn is nice. Then from here, I like the switch up going on over on stage right. It's a really fun interactive, and everybody else is super stoic and poised. And I like his little interactions with each member. That was fun, just doing the transition around. Did a little give me five. The switch up on that, the smile is fun. The little turn was nice. Then the switch up, a nice little heels accents. And he says, he says goodbye. He says, oh, hey. And then he goes, and that was a really, really nice way to fingerprint what we've already established in the beginning, but over into our next feature, which we really like. And this was nice how he was able to seamlessly get into the next individual's kind of position that was moving, right? Love that. And the switchback is super fun. And then they all look to the same direction of our feature. That was gorgeous, guys. Like, oh lordy, that was fantastic. And they all created a beautiful legato moment in the transition. Yeah, so some are choosing to opt for a full wave, some are doing a body roll, something along those lines, but it's fluid in the transition. I'm such a fan of that. Beautiful. And I love this little extra pull happening over on the tail end on stage right, where it really sustains to the tail end of it. Crazy, sexy, cool. And we switch it up, boom, boom, boom. Nice with the shoulders, not shoulders, but hips, between arms, high to low. Tracing down the middle of the body, which is really nice. Little step out. This is fun. I like the pose of it. It's giving Vogue magazine, and we're here for it. Let's switch on that. Now this part is a little interesting. I'm not quite sure if we were using the wrist or if we were just creating it more stiffly. That I couldn't tell you, but I like the every other on that. That looks great. And this part, it does give, I think it's just it's a ripple, a series of ripples, not quite a cannon, because he has his moment, and I like the little hit accent with the leg and the arm, dropping it down. Then they all take it to match him to finish out the ripple. Then they all come in unison, point to our next feature over on the other side. I really love this. Then from here, they drop back into another ripple. Now some may say, Jess, that looks like a cannon. If they were doing all of these moves, one right after another, move after move, then I would agree with you. But because we have a ripple into a unison section, that's why I'm gonna give it ripple every time, because it's only one move before they go back into their unison. Which I really like the sequence. It's a great structure. Great way to fill up the music, great way to delegate with one movement and take up a lot of time but still keep it very captivating. So that was nice. I love my feature. He's presenting out, recognizing that they're there. They have to make sure that their hinge is hinging, so when they pull up, it's not going to be causing them to want to propel their energy forward, but they also don't want to stay behind either. So this right here for the switch up, da 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 da. So I like the arm that switches. And then from here, I like the little chugs with the arms, helping with the head, really fun. And then little body roll. He accents with the turn, looks really nice. And then a boom, so easy. Ooh, we're here for it. And then love, yeah, I like the vibrato on that. The projection's really nice. And then switch up, so it's the same course as what we've kind of already seen already. Yep, just babe. And then with the switch on that, super nice, a little extra light, little boogaloo vibe. Really, really nice there. Cool, just like what we've already seen, so I won't really touch too much on that as we did the first time. Swing, swing is nice with the ball change. I really love the pickup into the transition, looks great. Love you, I love the little love you. And then we step out, little hips. Yes, and on that tail end of that, where they rotate it, and then they use the help with their transition. The switch up, we're here for it. Oh, babe, that looks great too. We're here for it. Yeah, so all this here, da 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 da. So it's just a lot of arm kind of drawing in the sky, kind of energy, which is really nice. And then they go da la da la da la. They drop the leg, not the leg, they drop the hand, which is nice. The little switch up is super fun. I like it with the resting on the head, which is nice. And then the boom, I really like that with the drop out of the bass was cool. And I like how they sustained it as well. Super fun. And then boom, crazy, sexy. Okay, sir, we see you, we see you. And I like the accent there with the extra little tap. Now, I had done something very similar, not similar, but like in the same wheelhouse of using and having syncopation with the head while having something constant in the leg. If you see my Dreamcatcher choreo with Jess, it was the Silent Night in the very beginning. I did the heel Silent Night with all these little head isos and chest isos. That's very similar on the brain, where it does take a second. It can be a bit tricky to make sure that you get all of your ducks in a row on that. So I very much empathize with the process of getting that clean and feeling comfortable, especially with the exact arm positions as well. So shout out to them for that. The switch out, da 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 da. So I like how they drop lower, do a nice little swing of the arms. Notice that some of them are choosing to use the chest to help promote energy, and some are doing a more isolation. And you can kind of see the differences on that because of how they jump. Some of them had more momentum to get around. So that looks really nice to see that. And then they roll right out of it, which looks great. Subtlety from our feature looks great with a really nice seamless transition around. I love the subtlety here. Boom, cool. And then from here, we just finished out with a box step. Very nice. Then he takes the arm and he traces it down on the ground, and it causes everybody else to turn to the back, which makes it feel very complimentary with your feature to your members. It's really nice. Click, click, click with a nice drop. We're here for it. The subtlety is really nice on the trace, but the body rolls. Yeah, da 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 da, very similar to that diagonal we saw in verse 1, right, in the pre-chorus. So it's nice seeing that again with a switch up, ding ding ding. So all of this is just reintroduced to us in a windowed formation, not quite in the diagonal that we saw, which is why it feels similar, familiar, but different. Very nice, bringing it up, I love that. Woo, and then we go, have a nice little transition happening. And then we go. Now that little basket run doesn't quite bother me as much if I noticed it for a extended period of time, then I'd say something, but it went from low to high and they created a really interesting transition out of it. So I will give them a pass for that. And then we're back to a different windowed formation. Nothing crazy. Matched the music very well. So easy to love you. So this is pretty much the same thing again. I do find it interesting that we opted for the same course around 3 times already. But I don't think we're going to be doing much outside of that. Just subtly different people in different positions. I love that choice. That was beautiful. It was really, really cool. Not really beautiful, but more humorous. But I think it's a beautiful thing to have those kinds of interactions in your practice where he goes, he throws energy, and his head just kind of gets clocked up. I think that's fun. Yeah. And then we do a nice little jump on that, and then we're going to take the elbow, not elbow, but take that hand and swim it to the corners, which is really nice to pick it up, little ball change. And then from here, I love the it doesn't feel, I think he like purposely missed the hand on that, right? He just went down. I thought that was funny. And I wonder if he was like, so this just feels more just like a party, which I really like. And then they're doing something, just having their own little moment right there, which is nice. The 1 and a 2, and then we slide through a nice little hop on that, move to a new spot, little hey, that little love you, and that was the same thing as we saw in the very beginning. So love you, and I love the little at the very end. That was super cute. I think it was very dainty. It wasn't quite the kind of concept I was expecting. I was expecting sexier, and I'm kind of glad that I was a little surprised. I love the gregariousness of the tone of it. It definitely feels upbeat, a vibe, makes me really enjoy what I'm watching a little bit more. And of course, synchronicity is top tier here, and they definitely had a fantastic example of great formations for an even number. They're definitely one of the most consistent and showcasing really fun ways of doing that within their features, especially with 1-point features. So they get a double thumbs up for this. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Wow, thank you, Chris, as always, for such incredible recommendations. And I love that I get to look at Astro and look forward to seeing whatever you guys recommend every month. If you want to be like Chris and recommend Astro or another group to me, I have a tier on Patreon. I have 2 tiers, one called In the Pocket, which is what Chris is on, and a newer tier called On the Flip Side, where not only do you get to have me look at a guaranteed request every month, but you also get to either have me teach a portion of the choreography and learn it. So that's definitely something that if you're like, Jess, I want you to do this choreo and talk about it and analyze it, that's a great option too. Or if you just want to make me watch something that I may not have time in the schedule to do, that you can be like Chris and sign up for the In the Pocket tier. But once again, my name is Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.